Well, I would certainly like to be there at the JCA banquet, but obviously we have a kind of a medical issue, as well as we're visiting family that we had made plans for 6 months ago. So, my greetings to all of you out there at the banquet. You're eating great food, probably better food than I'm going to have on the plane. And I wanted to say that it's such an honor to receive this JCA Humanitarian Award of the Year. And I think, as with all of the past recipients, as well as those that are on the stage tonight, that this is really an award that we don't work simply to be recognized. Our work is done because of our commitment to the individuals that live in our community and that we want to help. In fact, that is the mission of the JCA, is to really reach out to help those youth as well as adults that are in our community, who in many cases are seeking just communities. And in my case, my work has primarily been done with the Latino community, and that passion for working with the Latino community is really motivated by a couple of things. One of those is simply the changing demographics in our society, so that we know that by the year 2050, about 35–40% of our population will be Latino, or at least partly Latino, and claim to be of Latino heritage. And the other is that by 2035, 40% of all of the workers that are in the workforce in between the ages of 18 and 40 will be the children of immigrants. So the focus on really helping Latino students with scholarships, raising monies to help them pursue their careers, is really one of concern about our nation, that it's important for us to invest in these students who are coming up in our system. And in my case, it has been working with individuals at universities, other organizations, to generate funds to help provide scholarships for Latino students. It's a pleasure for me to actually do that. I can tell you that it's like Isaac Newton said, we often stand on the shoulders of giants, for paraphrasing that. And the reality is that it's not just my work alone that allows me to try to help Latino students. I rely on the work of members of LULAC councils who have assisted me in developing memorandums of understanding with various universities and organizations. We have teachers and parents in the school systems who really are on the front lines working day to day to try to overcome the obstacles and barriers that are placed in their way to achieving success in our society. For someone like me, the real pleasure of working with members of the Latino community isn't me being recognized, but the fact that I get to see so many students who have benefited by the work of myself and others who have pushed me up and helped me in that endeavor. It's kind of like I was talking about our president at Pulaski Tech, Margaret Ellaby, who once told me when we were working on an MOU to provide 2 scholarships for Latino students, and she said, it's just the right thing to do. Joel Anderson, who's going to make the presentation for me, has been a model of individuals who have gone that extra mile to provide resources and help to assist Latino students at UALR. We've also had individuals like Bill Satsui at Hendrix College, Robin Bowen at ATU, individuals who've really stepped into the breach. They see what's happening in our society. They recognize that this is an important issue for us to really invest in this rapidly growing dynamic community that we call the Latino community. And by the way, that I can tell you that the mission of the JCA, which is really to reach out for special communities and ensure that there's a degree of social justice provided to them, it's under attack right now. We live in a turbulent period right now where anti-immigrant moves, underlying statements of racism, xenophobia, these are elements that are occurring in our society right now that really try to attack the very mission of organizations like the JCA or LULAC or NCAAP. And that the key is for us to make sure that we continue our efforts to ensure that all students, all individuals that live in our society, all communities, can indeed ultimately achieve social justice, that the children of these communities that are often targeted by JCA, that they're given the opportunities and the resources to contribute to our society. You know, there's a saying in Spanish, it's, you know, el rostro de los Estados Unidos está cambiando, muy grande. And that is simply that the face of America is changing. And it is up to us to continue. For all of us in the audience, you are part of this standing on the shoulders of giants, trying to help communities within our state, within our nation, truly achieve social justice, environmental justice, criminal justice, and health justice. Thank you so much tonight. Have a wonderful time. I wish I was there with you. Adiós. Nos vemos pronto.